Hey guys, it's homework help for week 2, day 4 of the third marking period, and I've got 2 pretty tricky problems for you to do today, especially this first one. So this one says write an equation. So if you remember, we always said start with y equals. So I want to change the color to something more interesting here. How about light orange? All right. So I'm going to start with y equals. But here's the tricky part. If I'm looking down at my rule, I know it can't be multiplication because 0 times anything would be 0. So it's got to be addition, right? So I'm like, okay, well 0 plus 1 is 1, but 1 plus 1 is 2, not 3. So this is why this one's tricky. This is a more complex, it's a 2-step equation we're going to write. So let me show you the trick here. Whenever you find out that it's not a simple addition one and it's not simple multiplication, it's going to be a 2-stepper. So what it's going to end up being is it's going to be something times x plus something, or it could be minus something. So I could change that to minus. So it's going to look like that. So I'm going to erase that so I don't confuse you here. So the first off, we have to figure out the what times x, and there's a neat trick for this part. So if I'm going, look at the y values, and I skip count to see what the y values are going up. Notice they're going up by 2. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. That tells us that the first part of our equation is 2 times x. So that's where that 2 comes from. But now we have to figure out how to get to the second part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply each x by 2. And then I have to figure out how to get to y. So 0 times 2 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. But then, how do I go to the y from that number? So if you notice, I know I have to add 1 to get to 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6 plus 1 is 7. So the second part of my equation is plus 1. So that's where the 2 parts come from. You have to first multiply the x by 2, and then you have to add 1 to get the rest of the way. All right, I know that one's tricky, but you'll be practicing those a lot. Now for the second one, it says Amy is going to put 6 triangular tables together to make one large hexagon table. What will be the area of the hexagon table? Well, here's one of the triangles here. So let's start with finding the area of that. Now don't forget, area of triangle is half times base times height. And half times the base is 3, and the height is 3. So the area of that table is 4.5 square feet, or area of that triangle. But remember, that's only one triangle piece. So that's actually not our final answer. So remember, up in the problem, it says Amy is going to put 6 triangular tables together. So what you have to do then is you take that 4.5 and multiply it by 6. Or you could add it 4.56 times if you want to, but that's going to be kind of weird. And if you do that, 4.5 times 6 is 27. So that means our final answer is going to be, for the area of the hexagon table, 27 square feet. All right. Anyway, I hope this video helped, and if you have any other questions, save them for class. Thank you very much.